In the next couple of minutes, you'll be able to create this smooth animation in Framer. So without wasting any more time, let's jump straight into it. This is our Framer file. So, and as you can see over here, come over here. As you can see over here, this is the button container. So I would like to create a similar button like this and show you the process, how you can do this in Framer. So to get started, I'll just click on this and just click on T, that is text, and write something like subscribe. I know it's not that visible, but let's change the color style to be white. So just click on F 3 times and you've gotten white. Sorry, just click on F 3 times and that's white. So the font used here, because I want to make it similar, is Montserrat. So let's look for Montserrat font. You could use any font of your choice, but I'm going with Montserrat because it's bold and nice. So I'm going for semi-bold, and I'm reducing the font size to be 14. So now, as you can see guys, subscribe if you're loving this tutorial so far. So when you right click on your text, when you right click on your text, go to add stock, not add frame, add stock. And Framer does this thing whereby when you add stock inside of a container, it automatically goes to fill. The width is set to fill, but we want to control the width, so we are going to set it to fit, because we want to give it a padding. So you can only give padding to items that are set to fit. I hope you understand. So let's just change the name of the stack to be new button, or let's say premium button. Yeah, let's go with premium button. All right. So now we're going to come over to the padding section, to the layout section, and go down to the padding section because we want to give it a nice padding around. So let's go with 16, 32, 16, and 32. I believe that's the right way to create button. This is just my own system, and I like to go with the multiples of 4. And also my height and my width needs to be times 2. So if I'm going with a 10 pixel height, then I'm going with the width of 20. So I always go with double so that it looks better and nice. So I'll just add a border and then make the border to be 2 so that it's thick, and change the color to be white. As you can see, we're almost getting a similar look and a similar feel, but we are seeing this blurry background. So how are we going to create this background, you may ask? So let's get that up. So now click on your button that you've just created so far, go to fill under styles, create fill, and then reduce your opacity to 8. Yes, but it doesn't give that blurry effect yet. Yes, I understand. So now after you've done that, click on your button again and go to styles, click on the plus icon, and then go to filters and go to background blur, and not blur, background blur. You click on your background blur and voila, you've gotten it. As you can see, it's similar. So we've gotten that amazing background blur. Let's view it and see. So it's similar and we've gotten it. But now let's see how the animation works. The animation is flowing from your left to your right, and then the color changes. So how we're going to do that? We're going to do that by adding a frame into our button. So when you click on your button, click on F on your keyboard, then just drag a small frame, a small rectangle or square, whatever you want to, just drag it, and this is how it will appear. Weird. And you're wondering how am I going to do this? So what you're going to do is that you're going to come to your position type here and change it to absolute. Now when you've changed it to absolute, now you are now in control of it. So, and for those of you that don't understand absolute position is quite simple. So absolute position, it's when you've pinned it, like now as you can see, this is pinned, this is not yet pinned, this is not yet pinned, this is not yet pinned. But when you've pinned something, you see it turn blue. That means you are telling me that it has distance away from your padding. So sorry, it has distance away from your border. As you could see, this is 32 pixel distance away from the border. Now let's make it like, let's say 12. You see, that's 12 pixel away from the border left. So when we make it 0, it will just go to the border exactly at 0. So we're going to make it 0, so it's going to go to the top, and we're going to make it 0, so it's going to fill entirely. And that's how you create this. But now the width is quite big, so we're going to reduce the width to be 2 so that it's not visible. And now if you click out, you see that it's not that visible. Yeah, it's not that visible, but we could make it 1 so that it's not that visible. Yeah, 1 is better. Then now it's not that visible, it's just kind of not there. So there you have it. So as at now, let's change it from frame to background. So as at now, we have created all the ingredients that we need to create this animation, from it flowing from your left hand side to your right hand side, and the text changing its color. So to make an animation work, you have to make it a component. So we're going to click on the button and right click on it, and then create a component called premium button. So you click on your variant, and then you click on this plus icon just beneath it, and then when you click on it, you see hover and press. Click on hover, and now once you click on hover, come to your background, that frame that you just created at the hover state. Look at it at the hover state. Come there, and then pin it to your right and say make it 0. That means it's going to fill the whole button with the white color. So if you're going to change the color, you could change it to, let's say, red, purple, and all those sort of stuff. Let's even go with red for this tutorial. But when you're changing it to red, note that you have to change the other one to red, because this will not change. It will still be white, and the animation might not be that cool, because you are seeing that when it's coming back, it's white. You're seeing it. So if you want to change it completely without having this effect, just go and change this to be red also. Let's just change it to be red. Do I know the color? Let me check the color. Let me copy the color so that there's no change in colors. So yeah, let's go with it. So now we've done this, but we're not seeing the text. That's because of, as soon as you make something become an absolute position, as soon as you change it from relative to absolute, it has a Z index. The Z index goes 1. That is, it comes above other elements within the page. So currently the BG is above the text. So we're going to reduce that and say let the BG be 0. And there you have it. You've gotten this smooth stuff just like that. So now let's preview it again. But now there's an issue. You can see the red. You can see it, right? So if you don't want it to be visible, just come over to your variant 1 and then reduce the opacity to be 0. And then come to your variant 2 and make the opacity to be 100. So that works already. So you just come. Now you're not seeing it. As you can see, it's a bit too fast. Let's change the speed. We can change the speed through transition. And now I like this time transition, and the physics is quite cool, but I prefer the time. But always set your bounce to be 0, except you want your effect to bounce. Now let me show you what bounce does. You see, it's kind of weird, except you like this kind of bounce effect, or the button you are designing requires a bounce effect, but I always like to set it to 0. Now for those of you that may not understand what the time does, is that the time, this currently takes 4 milliseconds to animate it, but if I set it to like 2, that means it takes 2 seconds to animate, and that's how you now see it. It now goes so slowly. So we don't want that, and we don't want it to be too slow, so we just change it to be 0.7. so I go between 0.7 and 0.8. those are the ideal way you animate, and it animates quite well and it animates quite good. So let's just change the color because of at the back. Previously you saw the tutorial is all white, so let's change it to all white and have something similar. So we're just going to change it to all white and then change the text to be black, and there you have it. Yeah, there you have it. So if you are liking this tutorial so far, kindly subscribe and like the video. And as you can see, we've done it. So if you want me to show you how this other animation is done, it's quite similar, and I would like you to also do it and tag me on X that you've done this, because it's quite similar. It's the same trick. It's just you understanding on putting the frame by the left and ensuring that it goes to the right. But if you want me to show you how this tutorial is done, kindly let me know how this is done in a tutorial. Kindly let me know. And this is my Framer template that is currently live in Framer. If you like it or know someone who is in real estate that wants a premium website in real estate, kindly suggest them this template. Alright guys, till I come your way again, always remember that your website should be your #1 salesperson. Bye guys.